Hi everyone, I'm Jeannie and let's get zebra strong. Today I want to talk about breathing, and I'm just going to read something out, an extract from a book on breathing pattern disorders. And I've talked about it as being the neglected stress impact. So the book extract said psychological factors can trigger a breathing pattern that might be appropriate to an emergency situation when no such emergency exists. So basically they're saying that if we have psychological factors that cause us stress, those factors can affect our breathing patterns, and our breathing becomes very shallow and sort of anxiety driven, even though we no longer have any kind of stressful situation. So when you've been in a stressful situation, your breathing will change. And we sort of do the shallow breathing, very breathing up here, because we need to get as much air into our body as quickly as possible. But as a long-term strategy, that's not useful. We need to feel the air filling our whole body. Breathing up here just using accessory muscles can be quite stressful on the muscles involved, and we're not exploring our full lung capacity because we're breathing very shallow up here. So I became very interested in breathing pattern disorders the more that I worked with the hypermobile community, because I saw this a lot, this very shallow breathing. And this is why breathing is the number one principle in my movement method, because we really do need to learn how to breathe to change the impact of this psychological stress. And when you live with a condition like EDS and maybe have had, sadly, years of mistreatment, of not being listened to, of not being heard, of fighting for a diagnosis, of fighting for treatment, there's a lot of stress day after day, month after month, even year after year. And that can make a change on the body. But by learning breathing patterns, you can actually start to reduce some of that stress pretty much instantly, certainly change that physiology in the body. So that's why I spend a lot of time working on breathing with people, and sometimes I've had people burst into tears when we're on the treatment table, because it's a sense of huge relief to take that full exhale and just let the body go. So why don't we do a very short breathing exercise together now, just to see how we feel about that. So maybe we can focus on those exhales and see if we can allow some of that stress to come out of the body. So I'm going to do this seated. You could do this lying down, but go ahead and close your eyes and just notice and feel how you're breathing right now. And again, there's no right or wrong. So, sometimes we get stressed by the mere thought of trying to breathe when we're told to. So pretend I'm not here, pretend you're just relaxing at home, and notice where you're breathing, what's going on for you today. So remember, there's no right or wrong. Now what I'd like you to focus on is the pause in between each breath. So there is a very sort of small microsecond pause at the end of every exhale and at the end of every inhale. That moment of absolute peace and silence and tranquility, where the body is just exchanging gases, it's sorting out the breath before it needs to expel it again. So can you focus on that pause? So as we exhale, let the breath go. And maybe exhale through your mouth. Really sigh it out. Now notice that little pause. And then let the breath come to you. Notice that little pause and then sigh it out. Feel the weight dropping into the pelvis. Feel the shoulders softening. Inhale. Notice that little pause. Exhale. Sigh it out. And again, in your own time, inhale. exhale. One last round. Inhale. And exhale. Take a moment to really feel the breath coming to you. Just carry on breathing now in your own pace. Notice how it makes you feel. So taking a deep breath doesn't mean we have to inhale and gasp lots of air in. It's just about slowly increasing that lung capacity and taking a full exhale where the lungs are fully emptying. Find that instantly calming. So very slowly, if you had your eyes open, slowly open the eyes, come back into the room. And just inhale, just lift those shoulders up to the ears. And let's sigh it out. Inhale. Exhale, sigh. One more time. Bring your hands up to the prayer position. Just feel your thumbs kind of in line with your sternum. Feel those shoulders heavy. Imagine the elbows like little wings opening out to the side. Can we again feel the breath coming in? And let it go. Shoulders sinking. One more time. Inhale. And let it go. Let the arms rest. Hopefully you feel a little bit more refreshed, a little bit more, if nothing else, aware of your breath, more conscious of your breath. And that in itself is going to start to trigger some of those relaxation changes in the body, taking you into your rest and restore, and bringing you more restorative breath. So I hope that was useful. Leave me a comment or leave me a question. I look forward to seeing you again very soon. And until then, let's stay zebra strong.